Hey, well, welcome everybody. This is Adam Levy from Connecticut. Glad you could join us here tonight. Let me see if I can get everybody out for a second. Okay, great. Hey, so thank you for joining us. I'm stepping in for Billy Brandon, who's had a little bit of a family emergency tonight, but we wanted to go over some of the great information he shared just recently about a contest that he just announced. And I want you to understand the power of this. Billy has been absolutely an amazing leader that has come on the scene, and you guys are all so fortunate to have somebody like Billy in your upline as a leader who is doing amazing things for his team, and we're going to cover some of those things tonight. Again, my name is Adam Levy. Glad to be here, and I've also got on the line quite a few other people, but the one I wanted to highlight right now, let me see if I can unmute you, and that's Ron Gildenberg. Ron, you know, I know that you're Billy's enroller, so obviously you're pretty excited about what's happening on this team. But maybe you can just talk a little bit about, you know, the reality of the numbers and what it really took to get a Billy Brandon on your team. I think that would be a great story.
Okay, that'll be a good start. Okay, let me just tell some of my history in network marketing. I've been doing network marketing always part-time because I always had a full-time job for about 30 years in about 10 to 12 different companies. So never hit the big success, you know, I consider big success in network marketing over 10,000 a month or more, but I have been in the 4,000 to 5,000 range in a couple different companies in the past. Of course, they didn't last. So when CTFO came along and we saw, you know, the unique patented CBD, we just decided to jump in and get involved. But when I got started in this, I was doing different things, warm market, did Craigslist ads. Actually, I ran Craigslist ads. I'm doing the ad co-op with Michael Swilling and, some Facebook marketing. But I was running Craigslist ads for, and I still run a couple all the time, but I was running them for several months, and I was involved for about 90 days in CTFO, and then Billy came online. But before that, I had signed up about 50 people, approximately 50 people in CTFO, had some customers that were buying the product, some were through War Market, and then when Billy came online, it changed everything. So what I want to get across to everybody, it's a numbers game. That it really, you never know when that next person is going to come along that's really going to get your business moving. And what Billy is doing with his promotion here to get free leads for the rank ups, it's unbelievable. I've never seen it in my time in network marketing. I've never seen anybody do this, where they're sharing, they have a way to get these leads and they're sharing it with their group to help build their businesses. So it's really powerful, and it can help grow your businesses big time, the ones that engage in it. So just want to let you know, there's been some people this week that have gotten free leads. James Baird was the first one, and he ranked up to senior manager and then executive manager, got a total of 35,000 leads coming. Then Linda Morgan, I think she just ranked up to second level manager, got 5,000 leads. Christina Acevedo, she ranked up from associate to first level manager and second level manager, all within about 24 to 48 hours, and had 7,000 leads coming her way. And then I think the last one I remember is Sharon Brown, may have just ranked up to first level manager and has 2,000 leads coming from Billy. So it's incredible, helping everybody's growth coming in. I know James had like 60 people join his group, his team, in about 2 to 3 days, over 60 people. So it is a numbers game, and you never know what's going to happen with it. You just got to keep plugging away and have the attitude you're never going to quit, and it's going to happen for you.
Ron, go ahead, finish. Sorry about that.
Okay, I just have one more quick thought. That I just wanted to relay is there's been a little bit of confusion on a issue of like where you're at. I know it's easiest to rank up from associate to executive manager, where all you need is one more active person. But from executive manager to 5K, you need 5,000 in volume. But so there's been a little bit of confusion on that. But what happens is if you're executive manager, you just want to help your people that you have signed up rank up. You'll have all these leads going through your group, which will help you rank up to 5K where you get 50,000 leads. So it's very powerful, and I'm really happy to see everyone getting involved in this.
Ryan,
and I'm really appreciative of Billy.
You bring up some really great points that I wanted to cover. First of all, let's back up for a second here. You brought in 50 people, and you didn't have a whole lot going on. But I want people to hear about these numbers that you're doing here. You went to Warm Market, you did Craigslist, you did all these things, and you brought in about 50 warm bodies that signed up for free in CTFO. And then
that's correct.
Billy shows up, again, just another person signed up from Craigslist, but Billy is special, right? Billy, he's an entrepreneur. He was looking for something like this. He had been involved in network marketing before. He had some experience, not even a lot of success, but just some experience. He had been involved in another CBD company, and you just luck of the draw. You know, after spending hundreds of dollars, not thousands, but hundreds on Craigslist ads, and Billy shows up. And it really speaks a lot about the kind of numbers that you want to be going through to find a Billy, right? A lot of people get started and they bring in, 10, 15, 20 people, and they go, oh, I made $8. And I'm like, well, why isn't this going faster, right? And that can be kind of the way it can look sometimes for people because, not everybody orders. When it's free to join, those people sign up and they don't do anything right away. Or they never do anything. They're a zero for a long time, maybe forever. And that's just the nature of when it's free and we let everybody in, that can happen. But the reality is that some of those zeros are going to be zeros. It's just the way it is.
Right.
But some of those zeros are really sharp people that the timing's just not right for them right now. And maybe it will be in a week, maybe in a month, maybe in 6 months, maybe in a year, right? But you've already captured them. They're already on your team. They're getting communications from the company. They're getting dripped on, right, with emails. Maybe they hop on a conference call. Maybe you send out additional information when you email broadcast or text broadcast or whatever you're doing to communicate with the people on your team, and something grabs their attention, the sharp ones, the zeros who are sharp. The timing wasn't right, and something catches them, a country, a product, something new that catches their attention, or something just changes in their life, and all of a sudden they hear the word CBD one too many times, and all of a sudden they go, hey, you know what? I think I might have signed up in one of those. Let me go take a look at that. So my point is the patience, and I applaud you, Ron, for the patience that you had to go enroll 50 people before you got one that, let's face it, I mean, Billy is gonna, he's tearing this up. He's very close to 10K. He's gonna go, all the way in this thing, and that's just, $125 Craigslist ad after however many, right? And something like that.
Right.
So congratulations on that.
And another thing to keep in mind too, with Billy's leads, there's possibility of signing up a whole bunch of people. Like for example, James signed up 60 people in 3 days, 2 or 3 days. And, many of those people may never do anything, but some will. And you're getting PSPs in the comp plan for everybody that signs up after your third person.
Now that's a whole nother training. That's a whole nother training. I actually did something on that. So there's a video on that, and you need to know about these PSPs and how the zeros equal something. That would be a great thing to send people and have them see.
That is true, but
you're right.
With potential what Billy's doing, you have potential to sign up a bunch of people. When you have somebody that actually builds an organization under 4 or 5 PSPs, you're getting paid 4 or 5 times on one person's group. So it multiplies.
It's a pretty brilliant compensation plan. Well, Ron, thank you for hopping on here. I appreciate that.
Okay.
I want to cover just a couple of other things on this. And one of the things that I want to do is just, revert back and have you understand that there's a great presentation that Billy did. If you haven't seen it yet, you want to make sure that you do that. Is at his website, and that's thevictorytribe.com. If you go to thevictorytribe.com, it's the very first video on that homepage, and it kind of lays out how many leads that he's giving you. And let me clarify what these leads are. Billy has built his business by figuring out how to affordably drive traffic to his landing pages, to his website pages, right? And what he's done is now made that through the generosity of his heart that he is. I mean, he's just an amazing guy. He says, you know what, I'm going to help my people do that, because that's the biggest challenge that a new person has. They think, who can I share this with? Maybe you have a lot of friends on Facebook. Maybe you don't. Maybe you've got a long, giant address book in your phone, or maybe you don't. But that's the biggest challenge. So if we can, alleviate that, and I got to tell you, it costs money for him to generate this traffic, right? So he's taking money out of his own pocket and saying, how can I turn the zeros into something, right? He looks at his genealogy, and you all look at your genealogy and see all these people that signed up and they're not doing anything, what it's going to take to turn those zeros into something. And that's what he's done, is he's basically put his own dollars behind it. He said, look, I'm going to open this up to my team. If you can just simply place an order and find one other person to place an order, I'm going to send 2,000 people to your website. That's what he's saying. So you can call those zeros up and say, hey, listen, I know, you got started with CTFO, you signed up, you got an account, you haven't maybe tried the product yet. But I got to tell you, there's this great thing that my partner Billy's doing, and he's driving traffic. He's giving away the traffic. And all you got to do is place an order and find out one other person to place an order, and he'll send 2,000 people to your website. What do you think? Are you interested? You want to know more about that? Right? And then you can you can show the video, or have them see the video that Billy did, or this one, in fact. And it's going to take a lot of those zeros, and it's going to get them off the dime to get going. Now, some of those zeros will always be zeros. You can't change it. That's just the way it is, right? Why ask why? But there's enough of those people that will be inspired by just that one thing. Now, from there, of course, you move up to the next level, and it's 5,000. So you got the original 2,000, and then he's going to add another 5,000 people of traffic going to your website. Someone's going to be signing up. People are going to be enrolling, and you're going to have all these incredible people captured in your basket, right? They're going to be on your team, getting dripped on by the company. You can call them up. How easy is this phone call? Hey, John, welcome to the team. That's the call you're making, right? You got to welcome these people to the team. That's all you're doing. And Billy's spending the money to drive traffic to your website. I've never seen that kind of generosity in an upline before. It's amazing what he's doing, and I just applaud him for it. I wish he was here, but he had a little family thing go on that he had to deal with. But so that's at second level manager. Senior manager, 10K, 10,000 leads. Again, this is cumulative. So if you're just starting right now, place an order, signs one person up who places an order, 2,000 leads. Get a second person, get another 5,000 leads. Get a third person, another 10,000 leads. We're adding on here. You guys following? Get to executive manager. That means you found 4 people that will place an order for $47.47 out of 75 CBD products that we have to offer. And you'll get an additional, ready for this, 25,000 leads, traffic going to your website on top of the other ones he's already done. And then when it gets to 50K, when you get to 5K, it's 50,000 leads. Now, if you're already at closing in on 5K, you've already hit those other titles, make sure your group knows about this, because if you've got 25K and 10,000 and 25,000 and 2,000, if you've got all these leads going out, all this traffic going out to your team, you can't help but hit 5K if you promote this and you turn people on to what's happening here, what Billy's doing. And this runs until the end of October. So it's absolutely brilliant what he's doing, and he's giving you the leads in real time as they're happening. So when you hit a title, you don't have to wait till the end of October, you get the leads, right? The traffic starts going over a certain day period, it starts driving, and then all you have to do is welcome those people to your team and drip on them, help them, educate them, find out if they're really zeros or if they're sharp people who just haven't made a decision to purchase yet, right? Because that's basically what they are. And then from there, when you hit 10K, he's going to give you 100,000 people visiting your website. 10K. I'm not going to go beyond that because the numbers get kind of crazy. But for Billy to be doing that, it's just absolutely amazing. And I want you to take full advantage of it. I got a quick story I want to tell you before we wrap this up. And, you know, it's a little bit more along the lines of, you know, you just don't know who's going to do what when. All you can do is share the information. I've got 2 people that joined me this week who I have been dripping on forever. One of them is my friend from high school. I have a friend from high school. Her name is Levy. And, you know, I sent her my link, and I shared this information with her about a year ago. And she's not very entrepreneurial. She might not do a whole lot. She's got great connections in the radio business. Maybe she'll do a radio show. I don't know. She's got potential, but who knows if she'll ever do anything. And, you know, I've been sitting there just sending her links and information, and she just never signed up. The other day, she texts me. She goes, "Is this thing really free?" And I said, "Yup." She said, "Okay, I'm going to get started." So she joined, okay? She joined. She actually joined. Oh, my God. A year later, hasn't ordered yet. It's okay. No problem. We're supposed to meet, coffee, whatever. We'll figure it out. We've been friends since high school. So that's Lady. Another gentleman, sharp guy, been in network marketing, 6-figure income earner, not in network marketing, but in his traditional business that he has, very entrepreneurial, good friend of mine. And again, a year I've been sharing this with him. And he's been interested, and he's been looking, and you know, finally, you know, enough times he's heard CBD, his girlfriend's using it, this one, enough times he was like, all right, enough, I gotta get involved. And he got started the other day. He said he joined, he texted me, said, "Hey, I just signed up." He was like all excited. And he ordered $600 worth of product. $600, first order, right? He could just blow this thing up. Who knows what he's going to do with it? I don't hold my breath. I just keep sharing it. And sooner or later, CBD is going to make a lot of sense to a lot of people. Some right away, some a year from now, some whenever. I don't care. All I just want to do is keep sharing the information, being real consistent. I know we've got a superior product. I know we're on the cutting edge. We're 3 years ahead with our 10X Pure Gold. And I know what we have to share is the truth. Another one story before we go, father-in-law, right? He's hearing about CBD. He goes to the golf club. He buys some CBD at the golf club. His son-in-law sells it. He buys it at the golf club. It's $20 a bottle. He buys 3 bottles because, hey, it was only $20 a bottle. He says, "Hey, is this stuff any good?" I was over there the other night. I look at the bottle. I'm like, let me see this thing. Well, first of all, let's just see if there's really any CBD in here, right, for $20. And I look at the label. It says 100 milligrams. That means that in the entire bottle, even if there is CBD in there, there's only 100 milligrams, right? So we all know that's not going to do a whole lot for anybody. And, of course, he's not getting any results with this stuff. So there's only 100 milligrams in the entire bottle. And then, you know, it doesn't, you know, there's no third-party COAs. Don't know if it's organically grown. I mean, you know, who knows what's in this stuff, right? I said, you just don't know. You have no idea what's in there. I can just tell you, though, that even if there's 100 milligrams in there, you're probably not going to feel anything. That's like so little. You know, we sell 300, 500, 750, 1,000, 1,500 in the bottle, and he's got 100. Okay, so, you know, I mean, I can't make this stuff up. This is what's going on out there. And so now, of course, he wants to buy ours, the CPFO, because he wants to get the results, because he's hearing all the great stories and the things that are happening for people with CBD. So anyway, those are just a few of the things I wanted to share about, you know, what you've got your hands on. Take advantage of advancing in title between now and the end of October. See if you can get yourself all the way to 5K. If you can get yourself all the way to 5K, there's 50,000 extra leads at the end of that journey. Plus, here's one thing I want to point out. If you get to 5K, in Reno, you're going to walk away with an extra $500 cash from the company. If you go to Reno, $500 cash on stage they're going to be giving you. If you don't go to Reno, not the end of the world. Be great to see you. I think you should be there. They'll give you $250 cash for reaching 5K. But if you get to Reno, they'll give you $500. They'll double it. So make your plans to get to Reno. Make your plans. Build your business to get to 5K. How do you get 5,000 in volume? Got to have auto ship as part of the culture of your organization, and tell people about this contest. Share the Victory Tribe website with that video that Billy does. Amazing job. Tells his story, outlines the whole contest, and take advantage of this momentum and this unbelievable generosity that Billy Brandon has blessed on this whole organization. So I just want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. You guys have been awesome, and you guys are on a tear. This is one of the fastest growing teams in CTFO. So with that,
Adam, I have one quick comment regarding Reno. I have a free ticket to Reno. I got lucky and won a free ticket from Michael Swilling in the Legacy Team Facebook contest, and I'm donating it to the group. The first person that ranks up will get a free ticket to Reno if they want to go.
What title do they have to rank up to, Ron?
Any title, any rank
title.
up.
So the
first
next
level, second level. That's right. But Michael, he did want to. He did put a time limit. He wanted that reservation by tomorrow. So
okay.
So I put a time limit on the end of that at 6 p.m. Central Time tomorrow.
So
on that first person that ranks up, that
you have to rank up by 6 p.m. tomorrow. And
yeah, and somebody wants to go and they claim it. The other thing that Michael wants, they have to be staying at the hotel. Just to make a hotel reservation.
They book their room at the hotel. So they book their room at the hotel.
That's correct.
And they advance between now and what did you say, tomorrow at 6 p.m.
Yep, the first person that does that could get a free ticket to Reno. That wants to go.
Is that a $69 value right now? 69, right?
That is a $69 value right now. Yeah.
That's fantastic. Hey, Ron, that is very generous. Thank you. I know you had already bought your ticket, so you're giving away this one.
Yep. Yep.
All right, guys. Thank you again for joining us on the Zoom meeting. Sorry, Billy couldn't join us tonight, but he is very excited about this whole thing, and I'm just amazed at the generosity. So keep doing what you guys are doing. You're awesome. Keep advancing, and he's going to keep driving traffic to your businesses. Everybody have a great, great evening. Bye-bye for now.
Thanks, Adam.
Bye-bye.